attendees as well have come to enjoy the celebration, the worldwide celebration, the phenomenon that is SmashCon right now in, I dare say, its biggest iteration. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me, por favor. But just like that, we are just about to get started. We have Louis Money and Send, a pair that we haven't seen a lot, or at least I haven't, but I think it works perfectly. The Palutena, just how good it is in neutral, while Send will make sure to clean up whatever mess she leaves behind.
Absolutely, and even if we haven't seen this particular combination a lot, just these players pilot these characters so well.
Yeah.
Palutena relatively safe, can do things himself. Now, Sin might need a little bit of help, but the kill power more than makes up for it.
Definitely, while on the other side we have Tarik and Neo, obviously two powerhouses as well. Tarik has been known for those infinite loops that he can get you in with Greninja, while Neo gets insane kill confirms with the power that Corrin possesses.
Yeah, that lance, that side special from Neo is going to come through, definitely going to cause a lot of ruckus, and I thought Neo lost stock. Nope, still alive right now, and the first to go is actually Louis Money right there. Really unfortunate, but well played back air.
Watch out, because Neo is trying to get Sen out of the stage, but gets punished with a back air. Great job from Louis Money, recognizing that his partner needed a little bit of help, while Neo struggles there on the right side of the stage. They want to scramble, they want to keep everyone in the air, knowing that they have the better chances to take stocks while they do so.
Yeah, and one thing I want to point out is just Green Team seems to play a lot closer to each other than Red Team. Red Team obviously working very well together. Both these players, by the way, hot off of first and second place at Xanadu just this Tuesday.
Right.
But they seem to be playing more of their individual games and kind of making it work.
I agree.
Green Team, they're always beside each other the entire time.
And they have to. They just complement each other so well. Ness into Palutena, those drag downs, of course the Nair extensions that she can get, the Lady of Light will ensure that Send gets something. At least a spillage of Palutena's destruction will allow him to take stocks. But right now, it is Red Team, it is Neo, and Tarik who are currently holding that lead.
They are, and I mean, the percent's not even at 60% each, and all of a sudden, Sin is gone. You almost kind of expect Sin to live a bit. Just something about Ness, you know, that air dodge is so good, and just such nice hitboxes. If you're not gimping Ness, it's relatively hard to take that stock. But Neo and Tarik seem to be doing it one way or another.
I 100% agree with you. There you go. Louis Money almost going for the forward smash. Tried and true, confirmed from him, but I love it how even though Tarik and Neo work individually, once they find a good opportunity to complement each other, they just go away with it just like this. They are holding Sen down to the right side of the stage while Louis Money struggles to get some help started.
Yeah. I mean, it's not looking the best for Green Team right now. And it's interesting because at first it felt like they were playing so well together, you know, immediately starting with that PK fire into a fully charged F smash for Louis Money, but now they just can't get their footing. Red Team just being so evasive right now, even when they try to pin one of them down, such as Neo. Right now, Neo unscathed. I mean, got grabbed right after I said it, but for 15 seconds was livid.
No, I agree with you. Neo's doing a phenomenal job at ensuring that his aggression gets rewarded. Just like that, they have to deal with a 2-on-1. Yes, Palutena will have an easier time to try to separate them. Nair has been the perfect tool for that, an explosive flame that ensures that a little bit of extra damage gets spilled. Tarik still with 2 stocks, and it doesn't seem like he's the primary target, but taking advantage of the rage sends Louis Money once again to the right side of the blast zone, almost converting for the kill.
Yeah, I mean, right now, what do you do if you're Louis Money? You're trying to make it look good, but it's only going to be temporary. You can feel this door closing in for game number 1.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's going to be it. I'm like, I don't think Neo and Tarik could have lost if they tried at that point.
Yeah, that's definitely a fair assessment of the situation. They felt entirely in control, not only in their individual frays, individual battles, but also when it came to committing together, right? Forming, creating some magic as a teamwork, team play. So let's see if Louis Money and Send manage to find something different, a different approach at this point in order to bring the set back logic.
Yeah, it's if you really are Green Team, it's a little difficult to pinpoint exactly what you need to do because
it's a hard matchup.
It's a hard
matchup.
First of
all,
you were playing well kind of as a team, but there wasn't really any particular thing to exploit.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like, oh, if we just stop getting 2v1, if we just stop getting edge guarded. It was kind of like Tarik and Neo were just playing well just in every aspect pretty much of Smash.
Definitely. They are extremely patient when it comes to scrambling on the ledge. Like, they don't usually interrupt each other, which is something that Palutena and Ness could struggle from time to time. Not in this case particular. We're seeing a lot of composure from both teams. But right now, again, we see an interesting comparison, right? One of each team is very hurt, while the other is relatively fresh on their first stock still.
Yeah, definitely true. Oh, is that it?
Oh, wow.
Sin might not make it back. Struggling, trying. I mean, rinse and repeat, I think. Sin somehow made it back. Yeah, that hit wasn't a killing blow. And really fortunate, and then retaliates with a well-placed back throw, but you're off stage, and so your stock is going immediately after.
Once again, Tarik showing a lot of survival from Greninja, because even though he's not that hurt, he won't take a lot of damage, especially against these heavy hitters like Palutena and Ness. Getting caught in an up smash earlier by the ledge could have been a bit deadly, but right now it is Neo who's struggling on the right side of the ledge, while Sen makes sure that that recovery is at least extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah, and I actually like kind of what's happening right now for Green Team. You know, Sen is just kind of fighting, doing his thing, and yeah, he's taking some damage, but look how healthy Louis Money is right now. But you missed the tech. You were so healthy, you were doing so good, but that R button just not working when it needed to.
Yeah, that stage spike angle can be a little challenging. Of course, if you're not ready with your finger on the trigger, you're going to pay the ultimate price right now. Tarik playing a little bit more patient, knowing that he has to control the middle of the stage in order for them to find these instances where they can bounce off each other and get at least one of the green team off stage. Once again, they regroup each on their sides. They know that neutral has been reset.
Yeah, good throw right there. And, you know, Sin using Ness. Oh, but hey, guess what? His R button works. So he's like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm not Louis Money.
Not again.
Yeah. But, you know, bit by bit, Green Team, even though we had that unfortunate kind of a stage spike earlier, they're looking really, really solid right now. Sin is still using those grabs, and kudos to Green Team for making sure they punish him reliably for it, but it's just not enough, as, you know, Green Team's just finding way more openings against the red.
Yeah, now the weakest link right now would be Tarik, just over 100%. And while they focus on Neo, knowing that the Greninja will take a while to recover, take some time, so that's the perfect instance for Green Team to go for a double trouble. 2v1 against their opponent. Back throw definitely will do it, and the pressure continues because Neo is getting closer to the hundreds. It's just a matter of avoiding the imminent pressure that, at least in this instance, Louis Money is exerting on the Korean from Japan.
Yeah, 2 1v1 matches right now, but then Red Team, woo, fully charged F smash right there. Don't get caught slipping. Not against Neo.
Yeah, you know, that will translate into a stock taken. Careful here. Both of the Green Team are struggling there to get something started. They do have a very solid lead, at least in terms of damage. They're all sitting on their last stock, but again, it is Neo who's currently very close to the 100%, and as they get hit, they know that you are in imminent danger. Look at that Greninja looming, knowing that he has to be ready in order to assist his partner when it comes to recovering.
Definitely doing just that. Just kind of, one, trying to stay alive, but you're absolutely correct. Just that recovery is so solid right there, whether it's him recovering himself or helping out his teammate. Oh, Sin kind of betting quite a bit right there. That up smash put you off stage. You're in jeopardy losing this stock. And you're still on that ledge, Corin hit so hard. Don't let it happen to you!
Wow!
Right on cue when it matters most. We thought it was so close. Sin and Louis Money were like, hey, we got this. We're gonna go into this game number 3. It's gonna be 1-1, but you could see the well-deserved pop-off from Neo right there. Sin only at 76, you went off stage. And big mistake right there.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's the synchronization of how they took the stocks at the same time. They pop off. They deserve that.
They do.
Because that was an absolutely beautifully executed turn back for the set. Another opportunity for them to get get closer.
Here's my question.
What's up?
Did they take the stocks at the same time on purpose, or did green team say they want to die together? Were they like, you know what, if we're going to go out, let's do it together?
Let's do it together. I agree with you. The pressure is on for, what is it, green team right now. Send and Louis Money need to find a different approach. They're trying to go for the edge guards, at least Louis Money is, but he's not finding other than triple damage. Those backers being absolutely demolishing.
Yeah, this is starting off very similar to last game.
Kind of, yeah.
But I will say, actually, this time, Sin is looking a little better. So,
right.
Green team, always having a better start every single time. In last game, without that stage spike, and maybe even if Sin would have done a get-up attack at the end, we could have been talking about a 1-1 right now. But though I think Green team still very confident, still feel like they're in it, and they're looking fantastic at the moment, as long as Louis Money can keep up this kind of taking that he's doing.
Yeah, in the meantime, Zen was taking a lot of damage, a lot of pain dealt to him, and that's really not stopping. Tarik knows that he needs to keep on pressuring that big head boy, knowing that, I mean, it's hard to stay away from the pressure that the swords, double swords from Korin afford Neo, and of course, the blistering speed that Greninja also sports and allows him to just even bomb, knowing that he can just go out in matters of seconds in order to avoid getting yourself in a bad situation.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it does seem a little unfortunate. You have this little psychic kid just trying to play with the big boys, and they were like, well, I got a water sword and I got a dragon sword. What's up? But kudos to Sin trying to make it work, but, you know, Red edging it out ever so slightly as Louis Money did drop that stock. Right now, Tarik trying to kind of tank a bit, sitting at 108, still relatively safe as long as he can avoid this up or down smash that's coming through.
Wow.
Oh, he does not able to do it.
Yeah, still got to rinse and rip. He gets the spike just like that. Sen knows that his aggression will pay off and gets a beautiful spike there to make sure that green team has a fighting opportunity. Recovery can be dicey here, but as Tarik keeps the pressure, air dodge has been spent, but landing masterfully on that platform to avoid the water kunai there from the up smash from Tarik, who was just menacing, sharking, while Send tried to land back again into the stage.
Yeah, I'm just so pleased with watching the adjustments that Send and Louis Money are making. The edge guarding is better, keeping, you know, the opponent at bay so that Sin can just do this beautiful edge guards that Ness is known for doing anyway. But I think you just got shield poked right there.
Yep.
Sin thought he was safe, but you didn't tilt that shield and you paid for it dearly. And just as quickly as it seemed like you had a lead, it just disappeared in front of our eyes.
Now watch out, because there was a bit of an instance where they all huddled together. There was a bit of a scramble. Gets the tail of the BK Thunder, and once again, it's forcing green team into their last stock. Even though they looked fantastic at the beginning, it is now red team who sports a bit of a lead. Neo is extremely hurt, but I'm sure that Korin can tank it just a little bit more. Tarik is ready to defend his partner as they recover, and that's amazing timing.
That was so bold. Ran all the way to the other side of the stage and then just stared at Sin and Louis Money. Come over here if you want. Like, this is my boy. Well,
unfortunately, he got stuck with the fire. Yeah, at this point, you have to. Tarik will try to make the most out of this last stock. Don't get caught on the up airs. Careful here, because you don't want to compromise to that stage, the platform control, because Sin was ready to book and take that stock.
I can't believe they still pulled that off. You can tell they were overextending quite a bit to try to force the kill on Tarik. But eventually, Louis Money made his way in there, found that opening. And 2v1s are so difficult to win, Neo. You're coming from Japan. You're a very solid player, but I don't know if you have enough in the tank to do this. Yeah,
this is going to be an ordeal for a red team. At this point, Louis Money goes for the tried and true. The forward smash usually gets his opponents, but the pressure that the BK Thunder will exert is undeniable. Let's get another one. Why don't we end up in a spike? Unfortunately for Zen, that is not the case just yet.
They are toying with their food. And just Neo, though, is still fighting the good fight. But beautiful conversion right there, putting himself on the board, not allowing a repeat of what happened last time with that phenomenal comeback that Tarik and Neo pulled off.
Actually, some people in the chat were saying it. We're calling it. The comeback is cooking. They were saying it. By the way, guys, yeah, we're reading you. We love to have you here in chat. Whenever we have an opportunity, if you know me, we're going to have a conversation for sure. But right now, we need to put every single bit of focus on Louis Money and Send, who are currently, as you guys very adequately mentioned, are cooking a bit of a comeback.
They are, and it's starting now. And I mean, even though this is now game number 4 and they're trailing 2-1, it doesn't change the fact that game number 2, for all intents and purposes, should have been theirs.
Yeah.
You know, we had the stage spike on Louis Money. We had that interesting, I believe it was a missed tech actually by Louis Money. That's why the jab lock kind of started in the first place. And then Sin, you know, just didn't do a get-up attack. I think it's so scary when you're looking at a Corrin charging forward smash, but you're intangible when you do a get-up attack. Throw it out there and say, get away from me, take that 12%. Would have been alive. We might have been talking about a much closer match. But right now, it kind of feels like maybe Sin and Louis Money are going to be able to pull this through.
I would like to think so. I'm sure a lot of people in chat will also think the same. By the way, Kambaru and Joey here, thank you so much for plugging us. We appreciate it, and we appreciate that you guys are enjoying commentary tonight. This is Do or Die for Sen and Louis Money. Let's see if their adaptation is as on point as a lot of people think, I myself included. But this time, the battlefield is going to be the small one. Small battlefield for our enjoyment.
Yeah, and interesting pick right. Oh no! A little bit of friendly fire. Puts it both on stage. Almost everyone dying and somehow everyone's surviving. Talk about living on a prayer.
While the firewall, everyone was turning up. Corrin was ready to douse that fire with the up B. Great job there to make sure that everybody came out of it alive. Good pressure from Red Team dominating the left side of the stage, while Green Team tries to get something started, maybe trying to get Tarik caught up. I surprised the down smash not connecting. Careful here. Green Team is in a bit of a dangerous situation now that Tarik is charging that forward smash.
Yeah, bit rough right there. And I mean, Small Battlefield is a very interesting pick, you know, just because of the fact that on one hand, you got to worry about Palutena's large hitboxes everywhere, but Corrin, I don't know, which one are you more afraid of? Palutena just kind of air training you, or a Corrin throwing out a pin and you exploding from almost every point on the stage?
Definitely the pressure is on, and both of them can actually get some nasty setups. You have to be extremely wary and cautious of how you approach and how you get out as well, because now that we're in small battlefield, at least the length in the stage has decreased. Not a lot. I like to call it this, I like to bundle this stage with the neutral stages, the regular size stages, same as Final Destination, same as Battlefield, same as Kalos, even for those of you who are unaware. The only difference, of course, is the platforms and how close they are to the ground. Careful here. This is a pressure situation where actually Louis Money gets out a little bit too hurt, but it's still surviving and ready to return some of that aggression. While on the right side, Sen takes the shorter end of the stick.
Yeah, and just beautifully done by Nail right there. Multiple times going kind of for that stage fight setup right there, and that was untechable.
Nice.
So just kudos to kind of Nail for putting Sin in such a poor position as they kind of keep things relatively even, but still Sin and Louis Money are looking great right now, and they're looking even better now that Nail dropped another stock.
Definitely right now, Red Team looking wonderful. They know, I'm sorry, Green Team looking wonderful, even though Louis Money could be struggling here on ledge. It is Neo who's going all the way out. Careful here. Goes for the spike and pays the ultimate prize. That's definitely going to cause some miscommunication issues in Red Team's corners, because that SD is going to cost them quite a lot.
I think what happened is Tarik was just so positive the down air was going to connect.
Yeah.
But, you know, unfortunately his opponent, I couldn't tell if he weak bite or was just intangible when it happened because he just grabbed the ledge. But a good vibe to what looks like a potential close battle, is Louis Money and Sen are poised to bring this to a game number 5.
Definitely right now, Sen doing a phenomenal job by the ledge. I don't like to call it stalling, but he loves to plank there a little bit, knowing that he's relatively safe. Careful there, because that lasso, the corner actually, was barely touched there. Careful, explosions are going all the way out. The pin doesn't allow Neo to get anything started, maybe get a little of ground control, which at this point is absolutely necessary. Both of Red Team are dangerously close to losing the stock, and the first one to do so is Neo.
Yeah, and I mean, right now you can do what you want, Tarik, but it's 2v1 and you are gone. 3-stock victory right there from Louis Money and Sen.
And look at Neo covering his mouth, knowing that, okay, listen, hold up. This is real. The comeback is real. They need to refocus. They need to re-strategize or rethink what the plan is going to be, because right now, Sen and Louis Money are looking phenomenal in order to bring this set back.
A Apparently the music needs to be changed, all right? They were at the menu that said, hey, look, we had a nice comeback victory game number 2. We need some new music. Hype us up. But I do want to say, by the way, I don't know if you caught this, Send is using a costume that looks really close to the colors on Red Team. I don't know if it's intentional or what, but
that's cheating.
That's my opinion. I'm Red Team, yeah, man. I'm colorblind today. I need you to, I need a different color. Go be yellow or something.
We are going into Pokemon Stadium 2 once again. Careful here, Tarik now wants to what's it called? Redeem himself after that SD. He starts extremely aggressive, and it pays off right now. It is Red Team who's currently on the lead, not by a lot, but at least right now in the early portions of the match is where it counts the most, because this is game 5, do or die for both of them.
Oh, it is, and it's weird that it doesn't feel as tense as it is. It is a game 5. Whoever loses goes the losers, and he makes it back. Louis Money, I was so terrified as you were just staring into the depths of hell, but you made it back. You are a goddess after all. There are some angelic wings on you.
Yeah, those stage spike situations can be extremely scary, especially here in PS2, where the angles of the stages, the ledges, can be extremely dicey. In order to recover, Louis Money goes all the way out, and he's actually paying the price for it. Of course, this gives the Red Team the opportunity to regroup, to reposition themselves, and take it slow. I mean, there's no rush really. In terms of matchup, I think they do have a bit of a lead, or at least a debatable advantage. Because, I mean, Nez usually struggles with swordies, right? So, I mean, Greninja low profile. He also has a lot of disjoint in his aerials. And what about Corrin? That it's more of the same, basically. But right now, things looking extremely even, Logic.
Yeah, that was fantastic right there. Louis Money went so deep to get that kill on Neo, and I think it was necessary. Oh no! Oh, not what you want to happen. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's anything Sin could have done. Maybe an up special, maybe bring that ball of lightning to interrupt it, but you know, Neo just finding Louis Money in such a poor position, taking full advantage of it.
Yeah, right now it's Send who is going to have to play a bit of a tank role, trying to avoid the pressure that Tarik is trying to put onto him, while taking advantage of the rage that he has built up. We know that Send doesn't care about being too hurt. He will take a bit of a wary approach, but whenever he has the opportunity to make the most out of the rage that he has accumulated, you know that he's gonna go for it and try to make the most out of it.
Definitely is, and you need to right now. It's game number 5. And speaking of need, Sin right now, the little Ness that needed to keep that stock, and you know what? His job was done. Because he was so high right there that a trade right there, you and Neo both going down, I call that a win for the green team.
Yeah, definitely agreed. The fact that they're basically even to some degree, the percentages are extremely close to each other, and the stage control also is very similar. Careful here, Sen positions himself into the perfect opportunity to get a back here, to get an early stock on Tarik. Last stock for the Red Team. This is it. What if we see the comeback? Only green team knows if they can achieve it.
There's a possibility of a comeback, but at the end of the day, Sin and Louis Money have woken up. They have awakened. And right there, Neo not quite sure what to do. Analysis, paralysis, so many options, and none of them were correct as Louis Money punished him for it.
Watch out, Red Team is trying to hold the middle of the stage. Louis Money trying to go for a spike yet again. He loves those, and he is very accurate when it comes to getting them. I'm a little surprised, actually, that he didn't get it. But look, Neo trying to go for the back air, gets a spike of their own, and things are not looking too great for Red Team, whereas Tarik, who has to fight on his own against 2 titans of Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, I mean, you can feel just kind of everything deflate. You know, it was so tense, so close, and this is how he ended. Louis Money, great place to read right there. Fully charged forward smash, but at the end of the day, even if he missed, there was room to play with. At this level of play, making a 2v1 comeback is damn near impossible because these players are just so talented.
Absolutely impressive display of skill, resilience, and patience overall, because whenever you're down like 2-0, sometimes you crumble, right? Not these competitors. They know what's up. They know that they need to take a deep breath, recompose themselves, and be like, I now know what to do, and you're going to pay the price for it.
And to that note, you know, a player like Sin, we saw it. he will force the kill.
See.
He will say, I'm going all the way to the corner of the blast zone to get this nair.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to search for this spike. And those are things you need to be able to do to solidify a victory.
I agree.
In doubles, you know, you have to be willing to, as they say, put the team on my back, okay? MJ, he said, we are going to get this championship ring. And Louis Money said, hey,
Yes.
look, come on, Sin, we're going for a ride. Victory all the way up.
Yeah, at this point, these competitors know that when you play too safe, you're risking it. Sometimes you're shooting yourself in the foot because you don't go for those instances where you can capitalize off a stray hit, you know, or a bad positioning from your opponent, or trying to find a good opportunity to land or to recover. And if you don't take those gambles, you ultimately end up falling behind. Unfortunately, these two competitors, Sand and Louis Money, found that drive, you know, that motivation in order to bring us a beautiful reverse 3-0.
Yeah, and I mean, to that note, that was one of the big differences between, you know, the red and the green team. You know, Nail and Tarik, they went for a couple risks, but it wasn't a win or lose, you know? And I think that really was a difference maker, but phenomenal performance, well-played game nonetheless, and I feel sorry for whoever's in the loser bracket is going up against Tarik and Nail next, because they're stellar. Yeah,
definitely. These two competitors, I mean, they proved their mettle, right? In the pre-local or the Xanadu event a couple nights ago. It was yesterday, was it?
Tuesday.
Thursday?
Tuesday? Yeah.
Oh,
Tuesday at
time flies,
Xanadu.
actually, yeah.
Top three were Neo, Tarik, and Pink Fresh.
There you go.
And kudos to Tarik, because actually Pink Fresh beat him in winners. Then Pink Fresh lost to Neo in winner final. And then loser finals, Tarik said, look, it's time to play the game. I figured out what I did wrong, and then actually defeated Pink Fresh and was able to secure top 2 at that point.
Actually, Tarik and Neo, they're going to have to fight Dark Wizzy and Bass Mage down in losers. That's going to be an interesting.
Want that on stream. I know the losers match, but hey, Derek 3K.
Dark Wizzy, we haven't seen him in a while.
Can we get Dark Wizzy and Bass Mage on the stream? Can we put that on stream? That's going to be a fire match.